Indiana State football fall camp coverage is brought to you by U.S. Lawn, the official lawn care provider of Sycamore Athletics. Coach, when you look at the quarterback position as you're gearing up here a week away from that first game, what have you liked about the whole room continuing throughout fall camp and what each guy has been able to bring?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just growth, just daily growth. Daily focus on maybe some mistakes we made the previous day, but moving forward, and that's what you have to do, and just learning from mistakes, learning from some things that we have to work on. So I think each one of those guys have done that really well here throughout fall camp, and I've been excited about that.
Specifically for someone like Gavin, how massive was that spring for him, and to be able to carry that over here into the fall, and how he's improved in the fall?
Well, I think anytime you get not only 15 practices, but I think when you get into a team, you get into the culture, you start getting to know guys and feeling more and more comfortable on a daily basis. I think that's just huge, and he capitalized on it partially just because of the type of young man he is, and he worked at it, but then also he was just himself around the guys, and really became one of the teammates here, and the guys welcomed him in with open arms, but also I think it was just the way he is as a guy. He related and he fit in.
Your angle, of course, is different than as a player compared to you now as a coach. But what about Gavin as a player from the leadership side do you like, from what you see from your seat?
Well, I think probably the biggest thing is just that he's pretty even, and you have to be at that position and at this level, and he's pretty even. He plays play to play, and then he'll look at the mistakes that he made post practice and everything. But I like his even personality, but yet when he has a great ability to communicate the message that we as a coaching staff are wanting to be communicated, and that's play by play. So I think the guys respect him, and he's earned that respect by his work ethic.
Well, you talked about the importance of just being around the team, how big of an impact that made for him in the spring. But even though Evan wasn't here, it's clear that the guys really bought into him very, very quickly. What can you say about Evan and what he's brought to this room?
Well, he has such an engaging personality. And, the players, when he came in, he was just himself. And the guys he always has a smile on his face. He's always bouncing around. And I think his teammates appreciated that because I think once they realized that's who he was, they really embraced that. And, and he's, a lot like Gavin. He plays the next play and does a great job with it. And I'm excited to have him here.
For Cade, he's been around the longest. How has that experience helped him and how he can even help those guys that maybe just got here like Evan?
Cade's a special guy on this football team. He really is, and the guys love and respect him because of what type of guy he is. I've said it over and over again with all three of these guys, but I'm very fortunate to be coaching a room filled with great guys. And Cade he's a wonderful teammate. He works hard, and I think when you couple being a great teammate and your work ethic, the players respond to you. And he's done a great job of bringing Gavin along in the spring and kind of show him the ropes from a campus perspective, but then in a football team perspective. But also, both those guys did a wonderful job with Evan this summer, and it really just shows their character, and I'm excited about these guys.
So many people focus, of course, at the top of the depth chart, but how important is it to have guys down like Anthony and Dane to help your scout teams get a really good look, especially now where your position goes from focusing just on yourselves to now trying to prepare for an opponent?
Well, I think it's imperative for a team's success, and I had the opportunity as a student athlete to go down the scout field, and it's great from a leadership perspective because there's going to be days you get to week 8 where the offensive line's not going to quite want to do what they want to do or what they're supposed to do, and you have to be that catalyst to get those guys going, and also you get a chance to go work your craft. I told both those guys that, hey, this is your time. You need to stay prepared just in case something catastrophic happens, but also you got to prepare yourself to compete in the spring, and you're not going to be able to compete in the spring if you don't take this day by day and try to get better.
It's hard to loop this guy in with the quarterback because he does so much for you offensively, but Michael Hoppert, when you first saw him in the spring, knew what type of advantage that he can bring. How does he kind of fit into what you guys do and how you coordinate, and also how you guys just come up with a game plan?
Well, I think the biggest thing with Mike is that he is so skilled, but he's also a very intelligent kid when it comes to football. His football intelligence is really high. He has a great understanding of what we do here because he's played corner. He's played running back. He's played wide receiver. He's played quarterback. So he's got a lot of different experiences, and he's able to communicate those experiences to the other quarterbacks when it comes to maybe a coverage or to how a receiver is going to run a route. And he adds so much value, and he adds so much value just as a guy. the players respect him. He's a very caring guy. He's always kind of on the lookout for opportunities to help guys out. He's a wonderful teammate. He's a great guy to have on this football team.
Is there anybody in your quarterback room that communicates as loud, as effective as your son Cannon?
No. My son Cannon has a very distinct voice, very loud. He's 100 miles an hour from 6 a.m. to about 10 p.m., and he's a bull of energy, man.